Damn, there goes my chance to hide out entirely in secret. My face is glowing. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we got off of the Lazarus station, Wilson died, and we met with the Elusive Man, and this time we have a mission to go to Freedom's Progress where some people have been abducted. On the note of my cold open and our glowing scars there, the scars will actually become more prevalent the more renegade you are, proportionally. We can see how renegade we are by going into our character menu, and as that goes up, then our scars will get worse and will look less and less human. There is a way to, even if you're doing renegade, to not look like that, because I don't think it looks great. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind. It's a thing that exists.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Don't worry. We'll find out what happened to those colonists.
Well, at least you're confident. Let's hope it's not misplaced.
Are you naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Elusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
See, Renegade Shepard is so much more fun. I mean, if I just did the generic top option, then I wouldn't have gotten to ask Miranda if she's just naturally bitchy. Which she is.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Colonies go missing, you just turn them into Thorian creepers or feed them to Rachni. You know, the normal stuff. After finishing mission, you will see a notable few things. First of all, we can see how much experience we gained. See what levels we got. There is a brief mission summary. Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps and other steps to ensure that Wilson was our only mole, regardless of the cost. Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. This report written by the Elusive Man. I believe there is another character that writes the reports later on, though. Because we're at a fairly high level when finishing Mass Effect 1, we got some extra things. We got 3,500 experience, starting us at level 4. We got 146,000 credits, 9,000 of all 4 types of elements. We will get into what those do at a later point. 190 Paragon points, 53 Renegade points. I also got a little bit because I have them done on... I really actually don't want that. That's very unfortunate that I have this. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. You know what? I think I'm gonna do a cutaway, and I will come back when we are, well, back to this, and I don't have the Mass Effect 2 completion bonuses because I don't want those. So, this will just be a shortcut for you. It'll be a little bit of time for me. So very unfortunately and very lamely, there is actually no way to remove this stuff. The main reason I'm concerned about this is that retain all heavy weapons from previous playthroughs. That's something we'll get into a little bit later, though. Which it's, again, very dumb that there's no way to remove that.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Elusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
And I've actually just realized that I didn't actually level myself up like I had last time. We did that. Jacob, we'll do that. Miranda, she is also a Sentinel. Weirdly, that your first 2 partners are Sentinels. Miranda has Overload and Warp, good at shields, as well as armor and barriers. So, very good with that. And I think we're going to focus down on Warp. Slam, again, I'll get more into depth on the loyalty powers as we actually unlock them. Do we have, like, our equipment? No, it does not seem like it. Okay, so it's actually a good thing that they're started off with their basic weapons. Machine pistols, or submachine guns. They are much more inaccurate, but they shoot a little bit faster. It's what you expect from a submachine gun, really.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
And one thing I will say is that while I'm a little bit less high on Mass Effect 2 compared to the other games in the series, the beginning couple missions are very good. Freedom's Progress, this is a very dark mission. It's very
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage. No
It's very
signs of
disconcerting to see everything just so gone, especially after we had a very hectic first 2 ways into our start of the game with, the ship exploding, us dying, and then us almost dying again. As we go along, we're going to want to explore as much as possible. There are very few areas you'll ever be able to return to, so search around, salvage things when you can. I believe there are things that are permanently missable. You pop on over here. There are some Loki mechs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled.
And with them shooting at us. One thing to note is that I believe only on higher difficulties, as in hardcore and insanity, Loki mechs will start off with a level of armor. Enemies that have anything other than health will have to have that broken through before you can start using biotic powers on them. So, for example, we have that, hold up, here, Fenris mech. We'll show things off on you. If we do throw on you, nothing happens. So, it is very important to get enemies down to their health as soon as possible, especially if you're using biotics, which we kind of have to in a situation like this. If someone's little portrait down there is grayed out, that means they are incapacitated and must be revived either with the Unity or by successfully managing to clear out the battle. Different types of weapons also have different ways that they are better at taking care of different types of health.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Pistols are generally very good at dealing with armor. Pistols, snipers, and shotguns all have that similar way of working around them, as well as they are decent at barriers. Meanwhile, faster shooting weapons are better at dealing with shields. Tech also does better with shields, while biotics do better against armor and barriers. We have not seen any shields or barriers yet. Shields are marked in blue, barriers in purple. Pick up a med gel right there. If you are maxed out on your total med gel, then you will simply gain, I believe it is 1,000, or no, it's earlier game it's 100 credits. I think later on it goes into 1,000. Yeah, you will it's a little bit of money if you are playing well, or just taking time to... Oh, I love this glitch. Okay, let's... Sometimes this game can be a little bit funky. Ow. Let's toss you. Things are going great. Yeah, sometimes this game can be a little bit on the weird side, but looks like things are fixed now.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Hell fucking yeah, the first familiar character we meet is goddamn Tali. Well, okay, Joker and Ashley were before then, but Tali is the best. I love Tali.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the
And
warning.
they just
We'll take
flew
care.
by me. And even if I'm going to be a little bit renegade, I'm still not going to trust Cerberus, especially if Tali doesn't trust them. Oh, hello.
Coming.
Okay, there is a melee. But melee kind of sucks. Okay, so there's that one there. We got there. Those 2. And we're good. Quick go through there, get another 2 grand. Hear combat music.
Use overload on it.
And these guys just have shields, weirdly enough. Can do very effective if we, as Jacob suggested, use overload on them. Or we can chip away at them with our with our SMG. Of course, because we are one of the non-combat classes, as in one of the classes that don't have any pairings into soldier, thus being a hybrid of the 2 essentially mage classes, we only have access to the submachine gun as a
Shepard. Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. You can still catch me.
Indeed, we can. By clicking on the left trigger, I don't remember, I believe it's N is the default keybind. If you are on keyboard and mouse, you can get a little ping to show you roughly where you're supposed to go. And I feel like I remember there being enemies showing up here. That's a yes. Now, while both Jacob and Miranda are effectively sentinels, they do have some different things as opposed to what you can have, especially notable with Jacob. Jacob has access to a shotgun, something that sentinels do not normally have. So the party members aren't just carbon copies of your classes. Instead, the party members have their own unique little tips and their own unique little things to make them a little bit more interesting. Now, in Mass Effect 1, I was able to pretty well spread out.
Hurry, Shepard. We are inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed a heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover, and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the
In Mass Effect 1, we were pretty easily able to switch around and use our party members fairly equally. I have no faith in myself to do that with this game. This game has a lot more party members, and yeah. We're going to send our party members into position.
You got it. We'll take cover.
Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
And our first mini-boss here is the Emir Mech. He's got 3 health bars with a shield, an armor, and a normal HP. Of course, before we can start really stunning him, we have to get rid of his shield and his armor, and our overloads that we have on both Shepard and Miranda will be able to clear that fairly efficiently. Move out of the way. He is now down to just his armor. We're going to switch on over to our pistol, and we'll have Miranda use Warp. Warp is very effective against armor. It is very high damage, but doesn't really have too much. Actually, I believe it also lowers enemies' defense effectively. And just use your cover, and once he's down onto just health remaining, we can start pushing him around and pulling him around and making him explode. With that, that finishes off our first boss. Actually, that might be one of the best times I've gone through it. That was very efficient. So the heavy weapons are big feature in this game. I don't like using them all too much. I appreciate that they are there, but I don't know. They don't vibe with me fully all the time. Always good to explore afterwards, because if we go over to this damaged Emir Mech, we get research data on heavy weapon ammo. That is something we will get into in a little bit. There's also some refined iridium we can pick up. Again, I will get into detail onto the elements in due time.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded Shepard. He's probably somewhere.
Pop in here and talk to Tali before picking up some medicine. And I believe that should be good for us.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Interrupts are a new feature in this game. You can get some basically QTEs that will allow you to do some things to get either Paragon or Renegade points.
Can't hide forever. Monsters will find you. Swarms will find you.
Vitor, I'm here to protect you. I won't let the monsters get you. I promise.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
That some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these Collectors.
They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Tuchanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night. Good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
This is a long video, but trust me, we're almost done. Collectors confirmed the source of attacks on Freedom's progress. Quarren survivor Vitor returned to Talizor to the migrant fleet. Will examine his Omnitool data for anything useful.
Welcome aboard the New Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
And we'll do our full tour of the Normandy and its crew coming up in the next episode. But first, we're just gonna have to, scroll through all this stuff. Yeah. There's a private terminal. We'll get into that next time as well. Armory, get into that next time. Don't worry, game. I got this. Just, we're like 35 minutes in or something like that. So, just keep her moving, as Wisconsinites say. We're really just ticking along here, aren't we? Tech Lab. Can't even use this yet. I don't know what. Well, I know what it's telling us about it now. Alright. All that done. Next time, we'll do our tour around the Normandy SR2. But until then, see you guys later.